All right, Macy Elwood, get an opportunity to finish your career here at the state tournament. Obviously, it feels awesome. But I mean, talk about the fight your team had. I was down 2-0. You really weren't competitive in those first two sets, but to come out and win the third set and then get within one in the fourth. Talk about the fight in your team.
We've had it all year. We knew that we didn't come out strong those first two games, but we pushed hard the last two games, and it's nothing to hang our heads about. We finished our year here at state, and it sucks now, but later on we'll be all right.
What do you think changed there after those two sets? Did you guys change something schematically, or did anything change?
Well, Carmen hit out of the middle when she was in the front row, and they had a hard time stopping her for a while, so that was something we changed. But also our mentality. We weren't going to lose in three again. We weren't going to lay down and die, and I think that's what helped us the most.
Gehlen, I think a lot of people would say they were kind of a big favorite coming in because they play all that tough competition. They've been here 5 years in a row and all that stuff. Did you guys feel like you kind of showed you belong here?
Gehlen was a very good team, and we knew they were going to be tough coming in, but I think we played right along with them, and I'm proud of all of the girls.
Congrats on a great career, and thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, Erin. Talking with Macy about you guys' fight coming back down 2-0. You win the third set, and then a great fight back in the fourth set. I guess talk about that fight, and it's something you guys really have kind of been known for here down the stretch.
Yeah, we've always just pushed. We never really want to give up. I know, I don't know, it's just the chemistry between us girls that we're always going to be fighters. Keep pushing out there.
Did you feel like nerves was something that you guys just shook the nerves off, or what exactly changed there in the third set?
I don't know if there were too many nerves. I know the people that haven't had much experience were a little shaky at first, and I know they were all nervous coming down here, but I think they got shooken off real fast. But it just took us a while to get going today.
Playing the way you did those last two sets, did you feel like you kind of just showed the state or showed Gehlen or whoever that you belonged and you guys belonged in this situation?
Yeah, we played with so much heart this year, and usually we've come up here and had a few flops, but this year we played with so much heart and just proved to everyone that we really do deserve to be up here.
Erin, congrats on just a great career, and appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Carmen, final match here at state, obviously that's kind of a sad thing, but getting here 4 years, I guess, can you kind of sum up your 4 experiences here at state?
Every year has been awesome. I mean, I've got to experience it with a lot of different girls. I mean, we lost a bunch of starters last year, and a lot of us weren't sure where we would end up this year, but we proved to everybody that we could qualify for the state tournament and compete, and that's what we did tonight. So really every year it's just something new and memorable every time.
What was different in that third and fourth set for you? I mean, the first two sets obviously wasn't so good, but what changed?
I think the first two games we have a lot of younger girls and seniors even that haven't had a lot of varsity playing time until this year. So I think a lot of us were just kind of nervous those first two, and then after that we just told each other that we are better than what we've been playing and that we can do it. And we came out that third game thinking we could, and that's what we did. And then that fourth game we had the momentum on our side going in, and then they just could finish. So I mean, really, we just kept fighting.
Did you feel like you kind of proved something to, I don't know, yourself or the state or somebody by hanging with that Gehlen team?
Definitely. Especially at the beginning of the year, not a lot of people thought that we would make it this far, and we proved a lot just coming and making it to state, and I think competing up here and winning a game just proves how much we did deserve it.
How about going up? I mean, they were obviously much taller than your team.
Definitely.
I guess, how did you try to combat that?
Well, for me, I'm really not that tall, so I'm used to the other side of the net being taller than I am. But, I mean, even when you get blocked every now and then, you just have to keep swinging. You can't let it get to you. You have to shake it off, tell yourself you can do it, and just work around it. So you just can't let the fact that they're taller intimidate you at all.
I saw their coach say something to you after. What did he say to you?
He just told me that I was a great player and I did a great job and that I have nothing to be sad about.
Well, let me echo that thought, all right? Great jobs, Carmen. Terrific career. It was an honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
It will be, big shoes to fill next year. But, we have a lot of young talent. And, this year coming into it, I don't know that a lot of people knew what to think of us, because we were only returning two starters in their same position and, another young lady who was switching a position. And, we never gave up. We fought hard all year. Yeah, they just always believed, and that's huge in volleyball. It's huge in anything. And, they played it as a team. And they're great friends on and off the court and made my job so much easier so many times out there because they just lifted each other up when they needed to be lifted up. And just a great group of kids to work with. So I will miss them dearly. Yeah.
I guess my question, go ahead. There you go. Been asking kind of everybody about the something changed there between second and third set. What exactly was it?
I just think their desire to fight, to not give up. We talked a lot about we weren't going out like we've went out the last couple of years. I don't think we felt like we'd played our strongest up here
right.
The last 2 years. And so I think it was just their desire to be competitive, their desire to not to be done. And, they just turned that around, and, we're almost able to get that fourth game, too.
Yeah.
It was real close.
Got within one there in that fourth set, and just felt the energy felt like you guys were going to force a fifth set there.
Yes.
Can you talk about did you change anything, like, schematically, or did anything change?
Carmen was hitting out of the middle there. I'm sure you noticed that
right.
a little bit.
Yeah.
We had talked earlier, Coach Lacey and I, before the match even started, that was maybe an option for us tonight. And then, I think it was game 3 that we did that. And that just seemed to turn things around. When you can put a couple balls down, the momentum changes, the tempo changes. We reacted great with that. And I think for that was just a turning point for us, in games 3 and 4. And she was able, hitting out of that middle, she was able to score many, many times.
Dealing with that height of Gehlen, that was obviously not very easy. That was kind of the difference in the end.
It was a huge difference. I mean, I was very proud of our girls, though, to get as many touches as they had. They had a lot of deflections tonight, slowed down a lot of balls. And that helped. I think games 1 and 2, we didn't do that as strongly. Games 3 and 4, we came around with that, and which meant our back row were able to get a couple balls, dug up that they weren't getting dug up in the first 2 games.
Carmen, I was just saying, I don't know what was more impressive, her offense or her defense. I mean, she was taking some of those lasers and just putting them on the setter. Can you? Overall, can you talk about Carmen?
She's just flat out impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, I don't know if I haven't used all the adjectives in the world to describe her. I mean, she's just, she's a young lady who is so driven in everything she does. And just such a competitor, and she never gets down. She never, ever gets down. She's a believer. She always believes we can turn things around, whether it's volleyball court, basketball court, track, whatever. That's just her. That's how she was brought up, And, just an absolute joy to work with. She's one of those kids that is so extremely coachable and just a lot of fun to be around, and is a wonderful, wonderful role model to our younger girls, which means so much.
Yeah. And speaking of that, this kind of turned into a volleyball school now. It used to be a football school. I think it's maybe a volleyball school now.
Yeah.
But I guess looking ahead, what's the future look like to you with no more Subberts?
Well, I'm excited about next year already. We had that big class of freshmen come in this year.
Right.
A lot of talent there that we did not put on the varsity court this year. There's a couple of young ladies that suited varsity, but didn't see a lot of varsity time when they were in varsity matches. They competed. They did a nice job. Can you replace Carmen Subbert? I don't know. We'll sure try.
Yeah.
We will sure try. And there's no replacing any of them. I don't really believe that. We just, like I told you at the beginning of the year, we just come in with a whole new cast of characters on our new story for the 2014 season next year.
All right. Looking forward to it, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Great
much,
job.
Derek.